So, what if I told you you're an idiot? How would you respond? Well, those of you who know me know that's not my style. But the reason I'm making this video is because, I see those kind of reactions on social media a lot. Somebody expresses their opinion, and then somebody comes back with their opinion. And then there's the name calling, the shaming. Becomes very nasty, very disrespectful, and it's really hard to see. And I'm making this video because there's a better way. Those of you who really are on the same page with me, who really want the peace, who want harmony, equality, we need to be the example. And there's a way we can do this. I rarely post things that are like political on Facebook as an example, but my platform is about peace and harmony and equality. So if there are issues, yeah, I will express my opinion, but my intention behind it is to educate. I'm there to educate those who are open to hearing my viewpoint. I'm not really there to convince, because trying to convince people who are really set in their own opinion and belief system can really cause a lot of suffering on our end if that's our intention. All we can do is educate, and there's a respectful way to do it. Because, just recently, of course, some of you know, I did the Black Lives Matter, and other people were saying all lives matter, and we had a lot of posts going on for quite a while about that. And initially, I might express my opinion in trying to educate the other person about, well, what Black Lives Matter means, and see where it goes. And if the person starts getting into the, you're ridiculous or whatever, then it's like, okay, this is where the conversation needs to end. But then there are some people who are open. Well, they might have an opinion, and then I listen and say, well, yeah, but this is also the way I feel. And I keep it as much as I can in first person, like, well, I feel this way because this situation or this event happened. I refrain from the name calling. I refrain from the judgment as much as possible. And that's how it can become more respectful. We need to rise above it. Those of you who are on board with me, we need to be the example. Rise above, refrain from the name calling, refrain from communicating when you're angry, because that's when we get all flustered. And just try to rise up above those people who want to put us down, and choose not to associate with them. Choose the people who build you up. The people who are still kind of evolving in this life's journey and are driven by their egos have a lot of lessons to learn, and maybe it's not for us to do. They might need to scrape their knees a little bit to get to a place where they see things differently. But be the peace, be the love as best you can. I know it's difficult. I'm not telling you you can't feel, but I think it's important to express your opinion, but just express it in a way that is as respectful as you can make it, because this world needs you to create the world that we want, full of peace and harmony and equality and justice. So this is Kathleen. Have a great day, and know that you are loved.